Alright, just finished work. I was checking my calendar at lunch and it was already filling up again. It's weird how my brain jumps to the next thing, even before the day is over. So, my work rostering is shift work. And yeah, it's been picking up since the new year. The days just kind of have this momentum to them. When they ask me to take a shift, I usually say yes, because the cost of living. And before I know it, my calendar's just stacked. And it made me realize how easy it is to let the weeks blur if I'm not intentional with my time. The small things get pushed aside first, and then it's like I don't have time to exercise or do my hobbies, and then it becomes I don't have time to spend with my friends. It doesn't all disappear at once, it just quietly slips into later. And lately, I've been catching myself doing that more, just noticing it as it happens. I used to tell myself I'd make more time once things settle down, like after this busy period, after work slowed a bit, after I felt more ready. But that version of the week, it doesn't really show up. Most days, I'm already halfway into motion before they even begin. So if I keep waiting to feel ready, I'll just keep waiting. So yeah, I've stopped holding out for the right time. And now I try to work with the time that's already there. It's not a big shift. It's more like noticing a small gap I can step into. Something else I've been noticing, if something actually matters to me, it usually needs to exist outside my head. Most of the time, that means the calendar. If it's not written down, it just gets replaced by whatever feels urgent in the moment. And work, it's always happy to take that space. Not because it matters more, just because it doesn't really end. So now I try to be honest with myself. If I say something matters, like seeing people, spending time together, or even just stepping out of the house, I try to treat it like a real commitment. And for me, I realize this only works if I write it down. Whether it's on my to-do list app or on my calendar. I still leave space. I don't like planning everything. But writing it down, it helps me actually see what I'm prioritizing. And lately, I've been making sure the important stuff is visible. Something else I noticed, time doesn't need to be big to matter. It doesn't have to be a full evening or something planned weeks ahead. Sometimes it's just a short drive, a quick walk, or grabbing a bite at a nearby food spot. If it feels like too much effort, I usually won't do it. So I keep it simple. I show up, see how it feels, and let it be what it is. I didn't really realize this until recently, but I think this was the part I had wrong. The right people don't need much from you. They're okay with whatever time you can give, even if it's short, even if it's imperfect, even if you're in the middle of something else. Because let's face it, everyone's busy. Everyone's carrying their own stuff. And the people who matter, they get that. They're not keeping score, not measuring how long you stayed or how often you show up. Sometimes just turning up at all is enough. I used to feel like I had to make it meaningful, long, planned, and worth the effort. But now I'm realizing the right people are just glad you came. And that actually makes making time feel lighter. And so I am still figuring it out. I don't think it's about suddenly having more time. It's more noticing the time that's already there, making it smaller, easier, and fitting it into real life as it moves along. And right now, that feels enough. Just showing up, that's what matters.